Hello. Yes, letting everyone knows. Hello, Sahar. Hi, Shahzad. Hello, Zure. Hello, Yami. Simfaronak. Nigar. Masi. Hello, Shahzad. Nilu. Masi. Hello, everyone. Welcome. We just finished our guided meditation on YouTube, which I think was amazing, guys. If you really listen to that guided meditation every night before you go to sleep, guess what happened? Hi, Tim. Welcome. Hi, Farijan. Good to have you here. Hi, Sima. Hello. If we listen to that guided meditation for shame every single night, guys, oh my goodness, you're gonna be letting go of all the false selves and whatever your ego and false self has created for you. So I would definitely recommend to listen to that meditation. Yeah. Okay. So let's get into our topic today, because shame and blame, it's a huge thing. But let's first see and differentiate what's the difference between shaming and blaming. Basically, we always hear that the message of shame is that I'm not good. I am not good. But blame or guilt is I did something wrong, therefore, okay, I am not good, right? So, it's really funny, guys, because when we look at shame and the translation of shame, which is I'm not good, how did that change our lives? Like every action that we take or we don't take, how does that feeling that I'm not good, how much does it makes us self-sabotage our relationships, our work, educations, creation? How much do I sabotage when the message is, the underlying message is shame? Think about that for a second, okay? So we see that every destructive patterns that we have, whether it's addiction, whether it's beating ourselves up, whether we lose our jobs and we can't find the right job for us, any area in life, when we look really closely, we see that shame is sitting behind it. It's like, you look at addiction and you say, again, why addiction? Then I said, then there is pain. Like if the question is why addiction, then we think, why pain? Because pain leads us into addiction. Now, if we're going to look one step back, what's behind pain, guys? Something that happened in my childhood, or series of things and events that happened in my childhood, And the way I translated that event is that I'm not good, right? So if I'm not good, and if the subconscious has an inventory of, for instance, my parents got mad, my mother yelled at me, or my dad yelled at me, or I broke something and my father hit me, or I broke something and my mother beat me up, the translation of any of this event is that for a child, I'm not good. I'm not a good girl and I'm not a good boy, right? Hi, Isabel. Welcome. So imagine, let us now go back in our childhood and take a look. Like, when was the beginning? When was the first time that something happened and I told myself that I wasn't good, and because of me not being good, that happened, and then I started to become shameful about it? Do you recall when was the first time? And so often we see when children or even young adults, they become sexually abused, they always feel shameful. So anytime something happened that I think it's my fault or I'm not good, and I start going into that shameful state, then each time I make myself smaller and smaller, right? I start hiding. I don't want the light to shine on me, because if the light shine on me, then people will see that I'm bad, right? So being shameful makes us to be making ourselves small. On the contrary, if I don't have any shame and I'm good, my translation is I'm a good person, I do a lot of great things, I'm amazing at a lot of things, then I don't need to hide. I actually want to move forward, and I want others to see how great I am or how perfect I am, right? So now we all have that feeling shameful, but a lot of time we don't even know the actions that we do, or actions that takes place today, or we create them. Underneath it is feeling shameful, right? So for many years, I didn't know that if I'm a perfectionist, that means I have been shameful in the past. Hi, William. Welcome. Right? So many things we don't connect. Like for me, it was like, I'm a perfectionist and I'm very proud of it. I'm a perfectionist. But it took me many years to realize, behind perfectionism is shame. But I could have claimed being a perfectionist, but somehow I wouldn't dare claiming that I'm shameful. And so, or I wasn't thinking, this is even connected to me somehow being shameful, right? Hi, Jackie. Yeah, so being shameful, if it starts by I'm not good, the result of that is I need to change. So if I need to change, again, what am I saying? I'm saying that I can't fully accept myself for who I am. I can't accept myself for who I am. I'm not good. I need to change so I would be accepted, right? Do you guys feel that? How often do you come to yourself and how many times in a day do you beat up yourself thinking, oh, you're not good at that, oh, you're not good at that, oh, you gotta change, or you're not whole. And there's this empty feeling, there's this place of void, and somehow things needs to change. You need to change. You need to go somewhere. You need to meditate more. You need to go within. We always think in order for us to feel whole, either we have to do something or we have to go somewhere else. We have to change our location, going somewhere else to, like when we talk about fourth dimension or fifth dimension or eighth dimension or 11th dimension, we gotta go somewhere else. Why can't we just be here? I'm just here right now. Here I'm sitting in this chair in my house, and I can fully love and accept myself. And in order for me to feel the fullness, to feel the wholeness, I totally accept myself, that who I am right now here is just great. I don't need to change anything about me. So if I want to avoid shame, if I want to stop and interrupt that pattern, then I have to say, you know what? Hell with everybody else. I'm just loving myself as I am and who I am. And there's nothing that I have to change about myself. For every little mistake, I beat myself up. I know, honey, I know. We all do that. But you know, now is the time for you to come to yourself and say, enough is enough. I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop beating myself up. You know, can this be an addiction for some of us guys? Being mindful in accepting myself. Exactly, honey, yes. Can we today realize that we are addicted? We are addicted to negative thoughts. We are addicted to beating ourselves up. This is an addiction, guys. So let's really call it that this is addiction. And now that we know we are addicts for beating ourselves up every single day, think negatively about ourselves every day, let's stop this addiction. And how do we stop an addiction? We say, or I talked about it, I say addiction is pain. We want to avoid pain. So if we bring this here, how do I stop beating myself up? then I have to go to the root cause that I'm not good, right? How can I change that? How can I change that false belief of the false self? If you really sit with yourself, think about it for a second, guys. Is it true? Is that still valid? Yes, William, accept us. Is it still valid today, guys, that you're not good? If we really start thinking about it, that if the false self has told me something, do I want to continue believing that false self, that I'm not a good person? Or do I want to start questioning the false self? Why do you think that? Or why are you creating that every day? Right? Sarah John, this is my English live. So if you want to join my live, you have to speak English. If you do, then I would have you join my live. Okay? So start being more responsible, guys. Let's take responsibilities right now, and let's tell ourselves that we're not going to believe the false self. The false self can create anything that he or she wanted. But I'm going to take full responsibility. Okay? And right here, right now, I'm going to question, not only question my ego or my false self, but also I'm going to be very firm by stating that that is not true. That's not who I am. And then I got to start practicing and rehearsing otherwise every single day, right? So I wake up first thing in the morning and I tell myself, good morning, beautiful awakened soul. I am whole, I am complete, I am a small particle of universe. The only thing that I can be is to be love and light. I state that first thing in the morning. And every time I catch myself that something is happening, and then again, my ego or the false self is going to take over and say, oh, you know you did that wrong. You come to your awareness and you say, okay, maybe I should have done it differently, but my wrong action doesn't make me a bad person. Because that's how this has been going on all the time, right? Because anytime we didn't perform well with our work, anytime we didn't perform well in our relationships, we somehow didn't say, oops, I should have done that differently. We started to blame ourselves, the whole self, that I'm not good. Now let's separate these two from one another. I could make 10 mistakes in a day. That doesn't make me to be dumb or stupid. But once I start calling myself, oh, I'm so dumb, I'm so stupid, how could I make this mistake? Underlying, I'm saying I'm a bad person. If I wasn't a good person, I would have been smarter, I wouldn't make mistakes, I wouldn't do that. So, but we need to learn to separate these things, guys. Kamushe, all of you guys who's sending me requests for a join live video, you guys gotta speak English, okay? I'm gonna accept your request, but if it's Farsi, honey, we can speak Farsi here, right? Okay. Hi, Fahime. Hi, Lovey. Hello. Hi, love. You're on, girl. No, I think she did that by mistake. Thinking positive. Yes, thinking positive. I'm talking a little further and a little deeper. See, Shahzad, thinking positive, yes, it's great. But what I'm saying is anytime that I do something that is not correct, I don't connect that to me, who I am. Like, I am a trustworthy person, right? If 3 times today I made a mistake, I don't say to myself, oh, you're a bad person, you're not trustworthy. Do you see what I'm saying? Because that's who I am. I'm a trustworthy person, right? But if I yell at someone, or if I lose my temper quickly, I don't say I'm a bad person. I separate the whole me from the action. And I say, oh, I see. I lost my temper too quickly. So what I should do is I should be more mindful. I should take my time more before I react. We are good even if we do mistake. Exactly, Fahima. Yes. So my mistakes doesn't change who my true essence is. Okay? Some of us might be fast learners. Some of us might be slower learners. For some, I pick it up once. For others, they pick it up maybe after 5th or 10 times. I have some abilities and capabilities in some things or somewhere. Someone else is smarter, sharper, more capable in something else. For instance, I'm really bad with technology, right? So I could be good. I could be very knowledgeable in coaching and, feeling people and hearing people. I could be amazing and great at that, but I'm not good at technology. So that doesn't make me a smart person, or it doesn't make me a dumb person, because everyone has their own gifts and areas that it's a lot of strength in it, or some areas that is a lot of weakness in it. And of course, by me noticing the strength and the weakness, I can work on my weakness and strengthen myself if I wish, or I can continue to concentrate more with my abilities and my capabilities or my strength. That's a choice. But either way, no one is dumb and stupid, and no one is smart and sharp. Let's keep this in mind, right? So let's going back to shame. Some event, some things, something that I heard, or something that happened made my ego or my false self to put the two and two together and tell me I'm a bad person. As a result of that, and me believing in the false self, I started to carry the energy of being shameful. So when I start to carry this energy of shame, whether I'm conscious of it or is happening unconsciously, it doesn't matter because the energy is active. Okay, now that the energy is active, I am self sabotaging my relationship with my partner, or I sabotage every time I go on a date. I do really stupid things or obnoxious things or act obnoxious, and then that date doesn't go, and then I come home and I'm feeling even more shame, more shame. Oh, I was so stupid. How could I say that? Why did I throw? Oh my God, like I am so clumsy, or I was so clumsy, or I just accidentally hit the glass, and that was so embarrassing. So, or I start getting into addiction, right? Or I keep making mistakes, even the things that I know I don't do them right. I make mistake because underneath I'm not good. If I'm not good, then I have to screw up everything that's going around me. And the more, here's the funny thing, guys, the more we love someone, the more we are attached to someone, the more problem and issues we create with that person. Because the energy of I'm not good, we keep messing up and screwing up to validate that false belief that I'm bad. Are you with me, guys? So next time you make a mistake, pull back. Remember, the first reaction would be, I'm bad. I'm going into shame. Stop yourself, pull back from the situation and say, oh, here I go. The shame, the energy of shame is being active. How about blaming for having cancer? Nothing is an exception, honey. So your blame is not the first step. The first step is I'm not a good person. Therefore, I go into being shameful. After being shameful, then I will go into blaming. So I can blame anything. I can imagine anything. I can blame myself. If I'm not a good person, then obviously I don't deserve to be healthy. If I'm not a good person, I keep creating things, illnesses, and cancer is one of them. And I talked about this before. I said I work with many people with cancer, and the majority of time I see that with cancer there is always the energy of blame. Cancer comes from me not being a good person, but a bad person. Cancer comes from shame, guilt, blame. And it could be a combination of all of these guys. Yeah. So, oops. Anyhow, so are we or have we all ready to let go of this? Yes, also anger. Are we all ready to stop this destructive pattern? And shame is something, guys, the best way to release the shame, it's by talking about it, talking about what we are shameful of. Can I ask, what is the root of having dry skin? Gut bacteria, honey. Gut bacteria. Gold Shifter John, do you want to speak English? Let me get you joined, but like I said, guys, you gotta speak English on this channel since this is our English channel. All right, so hi.
Hi.
Okay, how are you? We're talking about shame today. What did you think about our topic so far?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, I think that was a mistake. I thought Gold Shifter was a girl's name, isn't it? Yeah. So anyhow, let's see, guys. It's not easy. I know, Isabel. I know it's not easy, but here's the deal, guys. So, like I said, I work with many people who have been sexually abused, and always they feel shameful and they isolate themselves and they don't talk to anybody. And if we continue doing this, being shameful about some event that has happened, and we don't express our feelings, if we don't share it, that energy never changes. So we need to feel safe. Find the right person. It doesn't matter if it's your family members, if it's friends, a coach, a therapist, whoever, someone that you have to trust. Open up and talk about it. Because a couple of days ago, I had a session with a mother and daughter, and the daughter talked about her sexual abuse at a young age. And I asked her, I said, did you talk about this with your therapist? She says, no, I didn't mention it. So why do I go to the therapist and don't talk about my sexual abuse? I do not know. But anyhow, guys, first we need to feel safe. Who can you talk to that you feel safe with? Then you need to talk about what you're shameful about. And the minute you start talking about it, you will see that that energy of shame dissipate. It's not as big as you made it in your head all these years. We make up things in our head sometimes, guys, and we make it so much bigger than it really is. You know, if I'm sexually abused as a child, or in my teens, or even when I'm growing up, you know, I had a session with someone a few years ago, and she's American, and she said, you know, I was beaten up, I was raped, and I was da da da, but because it was the 70s and it was all about women's empowerment and freedom, I wouldn't dare to share this with any of my friends because you know, guys, what was going on at the 70s, hippie life and freedom, women freedom and all that. So since all her friends were hippies and into the new age and revolutions and women freedom and feminism and all this stuff, while when she became raped, she wouldn't talk to anybody because she thought she was shameful that she wasn't um, in her empowerment place. And if she would have shared that with her friends might have abandoned her. And then obviously she thought to herself, if my friends start thinking how weak I am, and even after a few years later, I'm still being beaten up with my husband, if I share this information with my friends, they're going to abandon me. They're going to have a wrong judgment of me, and I'm going to be in isolation. So the feeling of isolation is probably much worse. The pain of being isolated is much bigger than carrying on the shame. Therefore, I don't share this information with my friend. I joke about it and I laugh about it and I da 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 da. I put my unauthentic self in front. But then again, I get deeper and deeper into the feeling of shame and isolation. Okay? So we need to open up. We need to start telling ourselves that whatever I'm shameful of, I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to open up and tell people, you know what? I feel shameful or I felt shameful about la 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 la. And the minute I start saying, I feel shameful about, what do you guys think you feel shameful about? Write a comment, guys. What are you shameful about? Because I'm thinking sometimes it could be really hidden. Yeah, because they judge you. Can you tell me what you feel shameful about? I have scars from surgery as a result. I don't like it. Okay, very good. Scars after surgery, and I feel shameful. Okay, think about it for a minute, honey. Think about this for a minute. I have done a surgery and there are some scars. Now, some people out there, they are so critical of me or judgmental towards me, or they're so small-minded that they're gonna hold that against me and gonna say, ooh, she got some scars. That comes from I'm not good, right? And the shame. So what you need to change here is that my scars are a part of me. My scars has added to my character. I'm gonna own it and I'm gonna be proud of it. So we're gonna walk around and say, do you want to see my scar? Do you want to see my scar? Yeah, I'm showing you my scar because I opened my hand. Oh, Tammy, today is your birthday. Happy birthday, love. 19 years old. I am so happy to have you here. Happy birthday. I'm wishing you so much joy, happiness, blessings, miracles, and yes, you're gonna receive so much miracles. Did everyone wish? What was your name? Let me see again. Terme. Terme, happy birthday. Just turned 19. All right, guys, look, I gotta go. Okay, I'm gonna end this live, but I want you guys to write a comment. You can also write down what you're shameful about. If you don't feel comfortable writing it in the comment under this video, you can send it to me as a in my direct message, in my DM. Okay? So I want you to feel comfortable and to open up. I'm still encouraging you guys to write comments about what you need help with, what topics are you more interested to know about, um, where are you blocks, what are your issues. Write comments for me so I can know what my next live has to be about. And also like and share. Okay, like and share. I love you. Okay, Said said I'm ashamed of my income. No, Said, you don't mean that. Income is nothing to be ashamed of, honey. Your income is this much right now, but you know that that's going to change very rapidly. I know who you are, and I know that a lot of good things is waiting for you. It's a lot of also a lot of blessing is coming towards you. You're welcome, Han. Boo, welcome. It's my pleasure to do these lives and try to help you in any areas in your lives that you guys have problem. I'm gonna see you very soon, so don't forget to write messages, comments in DMs if it's very personal, and also don't forget to like and share. See you soon. Bye bye, everyone. Have a blessed day.